This my mother and my grandmother who transitioned yesterday. Homage. So let's see where we at. All right, we near this is the Muddy Creek, the ancient Muddy Creek. It's right here, and now the Muddy Creek. Let me look. Let's look at the degrees. Y'all wanna go in the car?
Kind of, because the kids aren't in there.
Let's go put the kids in the car. I'm gonna walk to the Muddy Creek. 30, it is muddy. The Muddy Creek is just there. We 36 degree parallel, 9 minutes north of it, and 36 minutes west of the 80th parallel, which would be to this way. 80th would be this way. Let's be more precise. Let's show you how to use a compass. Okay, so this is, see, we east. You feel me? So the parallel would be that line running from, let's get it right. There we go, north to south. So the 80th parallel, you know, we 36 minutes west of the 80th. And the north, 35th degree north, would be at the south meridian, coming this way. So it says we 9 minutes north of that. So we in here somewhere. You feel me? And so the Muddy Creek, going back to the map, breaks off. See Muddy Creek? Muddy Creek is the main branch, and it's coming off of the Yadkin River right here near Advance. Feel me? So we up here with it. And you got the Salem Creek and the Sally's Creek, the Haile Selassie's Creek. So this city is built off creeks. You know what I'm saying? So navigation points. So I was in Atlanta, you know, I'm from these parts, dog. Matter of fact. And never did I hear about the Muddy Creek until I went to Atlanta. Come on. I go to Atlanta and learn about the Muddy Creek. Yeah, I'll get her. Yeah. I go to Atlanta. We go to Atlanta as a unit. You got the key, honey boo.
Key? Oh.
Okay, you come on back here. So I'm about to go. This is my inaugural Muddy Creek ceremony. Come here, Nasir. Oh, you can sit up there until Dad get back. Press the button. Press the button. Oh.
What the?
Press it again. Okay, don't press it no more. Don't press it no more. I got that, baby. Yeah, he is. I'm just gonna walk to the creek.
I'll let him.
Wrong. I told him he could sit up there until I get back. Oh. Full-time dad. Oh. Full-time father, man. That's what we do. That's what it's all about, man. You know, doing this for my grandma Viola. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get a tree for her, and we're gonna plant a tree, you know, probably in my dad's backyard, you know what I'm saying, and just let it grow in her honor. You know what I mean? We could do one for all of our ancestors. We could fill this thing up with trees. you know. So yeah, man, we in the ATL. Like, I'm like, look, I wasn't even looking for anything on Winston. I just said I wanted to go to a vintage. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was riding over there near. If you familiar with Atlanta, we riding over there near Lenox. You know what I mean? Just riding through the neighborhoods, doing what we do, and you know, I'm like, babe, I want to go to a vintage bookstore. And tell me why I typed in vintage bookstore in Atlanta. Like, if you look it up, you know I'm not shitting you. You know, I said I want to go to a vintage bookstore. And I went to the vintage bookstore in Atlanta. It came up. And we in there, I'm looking. I'm telling you, I went over to the next shelf. And as soon as I went over there, my woman, she's like bent, you know, squatted down, looking at the bottom row. And my son's over there, and she said, look at the book Nasir handed me. And it say Road to Shalom. I say Shalom in my native tongue. You know what I mean? Hebrew. That's Hebrew. It's Salem, but it's Shalom. So this Winston Shalom, or Daril Shalom. You know what I mean? I'm speaking this like, so, man, the book was talking about, you know, them Scots and Irish, you know what I mean, and them Germans who came out here to this creek, bro. And I never knew, yo, there go the Muddy Creek right here, man. And look, I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you I'm a wilderness boy. You see them thorns right there? I don't give a fuck. You feel me? You know I'm a nature boy. Yo, this the Muddy Creek, man. And and you see it's flowing from east to west. Let me see. Let's pull the phones out. It's flowing this way though. So let me see. You find these parts, Q? What is that? That's north to south. You feel me? Cause it's the west side of town right here. Meadowlark Elementary right there. You feel me? So that's east. We just looked at it too. South, north. So it's flowing north to south. So it's actually flowing. The Muddy Creek is actually flowing into the Yadkin River. So it's pouring homage. It's paying tribute to the. And look at that. Look at that. That's a rip. Look at that water source. Like, that's wow. This look like the Chickamauga Creek where my daughter was born there. You know what I mean? My daughter born in that Chickamauga Creek. What did I just do? I don't know what I just did. But yeah, man. So the Muddy Creek, and I'm in Atlanta, bro. Some 200 miles away. You know what I mean? In the Bourbon capital. That's the real Berber, the capital of the Berbers. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, we got to stop calling each other black. Let's call each other Bourbon. Because the Bourbons is the indigenous population. You know what I mean? So, let me just call it loud, man. Let me show y'all that. I'm going to do it like this, man. Yeah. That's my grandma Viola. You know what I mean? On the Muddy Creek. Upon the Muddy Creek with the deal. Long live the deal. This the deal. This Shalom. This the deal Shalom. They in the deal Shalom in this peak. You know what I'm saying? In the 52 and the 33. You know, she was born in the 19 and the 33. You know what I'm saying? And her son was born in 52, and it's the 52 and the 33. That's the Ma and the son. That's the Ma son house. You know what I'm saying? The Ma, yeah, and the son, yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? And her son was born in the 52 and the 33. You know? Near this Muddy Creek. Near this Muddy Creek. You know what I mean? So, that's really what you know, I just came out here, bro, because I'm from this city, bro, and it's my first time consciously seeing the Muddy Creek. And this shaped the foundation of this creek, so simple, shaped the foundation of the city, because now it's like you coming down the Yakin, now these are direction points. So this this is a branch off of the Yakin. And so now when you coming down the Yakin River, you know what I mean, which come from the PD River, look up the River Basin. You know what I mean? That's the Sherrall Indians, that's their territory. The PD River flows into the Yakin River. You know what I mean? And so that's how you're able to get commerce from the Yakin to the PD, because now the PD is going to take you to the Atlantic. And now the Atlantic is going to take you where? To the Gold Coast, right? You know what I mean? So those are ports. You know what I mean? And so this goes literally from this river right here is paying homage to Africa. Literally, these waters go to Africa because it's leaving here, flowing into the Yakin. The Yakin is flowing into the PD, and the PD is going into the Atlantic, or which is the Ethiopian rivers, or the Atlantis. You feel me? So y'all witnessing history. So I would see. I know the sun is still floating in Scorpio, Venus and Mercury is in the Sagittarius and the Archer. The moon just passed by Mars near El Naf and Tiangong, going into the house of communications, which is the Gemini. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm gonna let this talk, you know, as we have this moment of silence for my grandmother, Viola. So these waters they're picking up on my sound waves. You know what I mean? So part of these waves was being impacted by my sound waves. So now I'm sending messages down through the Muddy Creek, through the Yakin, to the PD, to the Atlantic, to Africa, even down to South America, because that's a big portal, the Atlantic. So now you got the South Seas, and you have the Caribbean, you have the Trinidad, you have Tobago. That's my child's nationality. Both of my offspring's nationality is Trinidad and Tobago. You know what I mean? Goodwood to be exact. You know what I'm saying? So this sending messages there, you know, so it's really to the whole universe, because this water is cosmic. You know, so the Luna, she's impacting these rivers, these waters, you know. So this shaped my foundation. These is my origins. These is where I was born, near these creeks in these parts. You know what I mean? So like this could be Indonesia, Indonaga. You know what I mean? We on the eastern foothill of the Unagas. You know what I mean? And them Appalachians. You know what I mean? Yes. In that Yakin Valley, yeah. Where the best mud and them red clay is. You know. That's where the best mud, these best roots, you know what I mean? Come from these earths, come from here. So, you know, this is Shalom. Shalom. And Shalom. We've always been here. You know what I mean? We have always been here. This is just for my original Nagas. I just want you to imagine like how Lauryn Hill said, you know what I mean? If I rule the world, you know what I mean? And Nas said so eloquently, at one point, we did rule the world. And this is a part of the world that we rule. You know what I'm saying? Near the 80th parallel and the 36. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can show you our original seal, which is in Latin. You know what I mean? It's in Latin. 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 See that? You see the chief and the impetus and the offsprings that we just put in through the wagon near the Great Wagon Road? Come on, man. Carolina. Dominorum. Yeah. Siglorium. That means north and south, by the way, in Latin. You know what I mean? Magnum. The magnum. Magna. The great. It says Siglorium. The great Siglorium. Carolina. Of the Carolinian dominions. This my mama and my papa, the nationalities, you know what I'm saying? And my papa, and my papa. And my papa. And my brother. Yes. All love, man. So, man, they got original Nagas out here jogging this day. You know what I'm saying? And it's so crazy. I was talking to my impetus about it. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to my impetus. You know, Chief Imani, Chiefties. Imani Bay. Of the base. You know what I mean? Of the Bella County. Of the Tajas. Commonly known to as Texas. I was telling him, like, you know, out here, you know, we used to grow up saying, it's the white man's side of town. You know what I'm saying? It's the white man's side, man. But before that, it was the white man's side. Who was here? You feel what I'm saying? Who was here? Come on, man. So, we gotta change the mentality for these youth, because now they trapped. You know what I'm saying? Like, they feel like, oh, we can't go here because this the white man parts. You know what I'm saying? These the white man parts. No, buddy, the Muddy Creek. You know what I'm saying? You from the mud. It's the white man part near the Muddy Creek, but you got it out the mud. So what mud? Come on, dog. What mud you from? You know what I'm saying? Like, so this is the Muddy Creek. You know what I mean? And the Moravians. The Moravian mean what? Morava, Rava, Mor, Rava, Ava. You know what I'm saying? You break down the etymology of Rava, Ava is river. So the Moor is by the river. Come on, dog. It's proven facts that we was here. You know what I mean? It's proven facts. So, you know, that's what my purpose is. You know, one of my grand purposes of life. Notice I said purposes because I got multiple. You know what I mean? Look at that, dog. My first time at the Muddy Creek. You know what I mean? They try to keep me from you. They don't want the Nagas to see this, dog. Actually, they don't care. However, it's like, yo, our minds just be so blocked, is what I'm saying. You know? They don't want us to come in out here, bro. I grew up in these creeks. I just never seen the Muddy Creek, is what I'm telling you. Because I never came on this side of town. Because, again, it's the white man's side of town. Even though I do have friends that lived out here. that was Negroes or Nagas. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? I know kingpins that stayed out this way. Come on, G. Come on. You know what I mean? Like, but anyway. Come on, man. You can walk with kings and keep your virtue. You know what I'm saying? I walk amongst the crowd and lose your common touch. If you can keep your head. Man, and Vic, what is that? Don't Quit. I think Rudyard Kipling. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we just out here, you know what I mean, in these parts. We just wanted to walk out here, man. You know, and so I found out about this shit in Atlanta. We don't even know about our own city. We don't know the histories of our own cities, G. We don't. You know what I mean? We don't. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? You know what I mean? Like, we don't know the history, I'm telling you. You know, some kids do. You know what I mean? Some kids do know this stuff, but it's like, it's on me as a father to teach my kids this stuff. They gonna be like, this is all my dad would talk about. He would always take me here. And that's kind of the point. You know what I mean? That's kind of the point. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and this is for my Trefo Nagas. You know, this for my, I'm actually gonna post this. It's for my Trefo Niggas. And then we gotta start, we gotta start talking about the degrees, you know, because now those degrees take you outside of the jurisdiction of the United States, because guess what? That's a cosmic degree. So now that degree is identifiable on Mars. You know what I'm saying? And in Jupiter and even Saturn, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, the cosmos have different degree marks too. You know, so now the moon is shifting through the different degrees marks. So her degree is called hours and minutes. You know what I mean? So one of these days I'm gonna do a cosmology course and we're gonna talk about it. See, I know the astronomy part of it. You know what I mean? The feminine energy kind of understand the astronomy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the astrology, like shout out to the Hood Healer, shout out to my Empress Imani. You know what I'm saying? My Hood Healer. Shout out to the real Hood Healer, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to my Hood Healer. You feel me? So yeah, man, that's the Muddy Creek. Y'all seen it. Y'all witnessed it, you know. Long live my grandma Viola, man. Like, and that's part of the reason why I came out here, because that's an ancient creek. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of my grandest, you know, matriarchs. You know what I mean? Her mother transitioned, but she got to hold, both of them got to hold me as a baby. You feel me? So I was baptized in that water. That's my Bertha daughter, man. You know? And my Bertha come from the rivers of Sophia Adams. And my grandma Viola had a sister named Virginia. You know what I mean? Come on, dog. Virginia is north of the 36th parallel. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, it's nice out here too. Like, I really like I like this. My son really just had fun on me on this park, in these parts, you know? So, you know, man, this how I clear my head. For true. So, peace and shalom. Peace from shalom. Peace from shalom. You know what I'm saying? Peace, peace, peace. Peace.